rumors say that this norm is expected to be actually enforced August this year. This means that all the lifts manufactured after August this year, we expect to have to be compliant to the new norm. This is very important because actually this new norm, you will see later on, I will explain, introduced quite a lot of very important modifications. And I would say that really this new norm is going to introduce actually a revolution on the market, and very little part of the lift that were compliant to the old norm actually, I believe, will be also compliant to the new one. What I stress is the fact that all the lifts manufactured after the date the new norm will be enforced must be compliant to the new norm, which means the lift that is manufactured today can be sold actually forever because it's manufactured before the date of enforcement of the new norm. But still, from a commercial point of view, I guess that a lift that is compliant to the 2009 but not to the 2010 norm will be received by the customer as something old. So still from a commercial point of view, I guess that once the new norm will be enforced, the lift compliant to the old norm still will have a lower value on the market. So this is very important for you when you check your stock and so on, because you have to remember that starting August, the market will require only lifts manufactured according to the new norm. This norm is applicable as it was before for all the lifts that are intended to lift vehicles but not persons. What is important is that this norm is applicable not only if the purpose of the lift is to check or to work on a machine, but if there is the possibility that a person stays under the lifted vehicle while the lift vehicle is raised. So for this reason, for example, the parking lift where there is not considered the possibility of a person to stay on the lift fall within the requirement of this norm. So for example, the FPP 208 lift of JIG, the TPP 106 lift fall within the requirement of this norm. I start now listing the most important changes that the new norm introduced. With the old norm, it was specifically required that no person should stay under the lift while the lift was moved and while the vehicle was raised and lowered. Actually, the new norm gives the possibility for a worker or for the user to stay under the lift while the lift is raised and while the vehicle basically is moved. This is actually a possibility, but since this is obviously a pretty potentially dangerous situation, actually the norm also sets a lot of requirements if you want the lift to be moved while somebody is under the vehicle. So I think this is something that you have to know if your customer asks you for the cable synchronization, which is, as we know, a solution that will have to be changed to meet the new norm requirements. This is showing the three-stage arm we designed. With three-stage, you manage to have a very compact arm that actually can reach a very high length. For this reason, our arm is only 75 centimeters when completely collapsed, and is 1500 millimeters, yes, when it's completely extended. We also tried to reinforce as much as possible the post, keeping in mind the requirement of the norm. We chose a very special structure layout for the post, which we call the 3C, because actually in the post to add for a little bit more of torsional rigidity, which is very important, especially two circuits always feeding oil to the lift from the pump.
Yeah, but you only have one.
No, we have two.
You have one. You have the pump, you have one hose that's going to the blocks.
No, you have two hoses going. I don't know, probably.
I have the lifts.
No, I know. But probably this was not the version, the final version of the lift. You need to have.
So I bought some lifts, I can show. They are not, they are tested CE.
No, they are tested CE. No, I mean, with the new norm, I mean. With the new norm.
I bought them, so I don't need locking. Then I said, okay, but
no, if you only have one hose going from the box, from the control box to the block, it's not okay.
No,
you need to have two.
I know, but I asked before,
No, you need to have two, because from the block you need to have two.
There never were two. There's only one. That's your hydraulic block. But then you have your unit.
No, from the power pack. I mean.
Power pack.
From the power pack, yes, you have two exits. You need to have two exits.
Power pack, one for the big lift and one for the
Giovanni, sorry, this drawing is only showing one line out and one line return. The drawing as well. It's not showing two lines out from the motor.